Hi guys, it's been really good. Um, wow. Okay, next video diary. Well, it's Dave. We leave Yakutsk for the last time, and we are making our way all the way up to Kandiga. The temperature last night in Kandiga was minus 51 with a wind chill of minus 62, I think. So if it's still like that when we get there later today, this evening, it's going to be frosty. We had finally, went to the marketplace yesterday, day before yesterday, and got the Valianki boots. Just to correct myself on what I'd said before, Valianki boots are not the reindeer fur, they are felt, so it's like compressed wool. You can also get the reindeer skin boots and things as well, fur boots. But I tell you what, the Valianki are fantastic because they're really cheap, and my goodness me, I tell you what, they're as toasty as anything. They're better than better than the snow boots that I spent however much on. It's crazy. You feel a little bit like you're walking around in your slippers, but it doesn't really matter because not only are they really comfortable, but they're just warm and they got grip. They're very simply made, and they might look ugly, they might smell horrible of wet sheep if they get a bit wet, but they're absolutely fantastic for the job, what I need to do. So, basically, we seem to have the equipment that we need now, ready to go. I had myself went to a Chinese market and got some Chinese thermal trousers, essentially. I'm not sure how they're padded really, but my goodness me, they're fantastic because I'll be honest with you, the modern equipment that I had, the modern trousers that I had, wasn't enough. Unfortunately, North Face wasn't enough from you guys. Even the thermal long johns and the padded trousers, it was not enough. And I even had a pair of RAF long johns over the top of those. Just a moment. So, I mean, RAF long johns over the top of the merino wool ones, and then the padded North Face thermal trousers. And I tell you what, the top of my legs were still freezing cold. In fact, the other day when I went out and I was with Ayar and Augustine, and my top of my legs were really, actually they were painful by the end of it. In fact, at that time I only had the one pair of long johns, but even when I go out with two, like I did last night, you can still immediately pretty much feel the cold. But with these Chinese trousers, I mean, even the Russian chap, Ayar, the Yakutian chap from here, who's our guide, he even said they were fantastic. So that's actually what I'm wearing here. Okay, so hopefully, I think there's a picture on FaceTube or something as well, so you can check that out. So yeah, we got various clothes we needed. We also got some wool socks, but different type of wool. They're knitted wool, you know. So they are thicker. They look a bit rough, but they work really well. So we got those too. Also, last century Russian military gloves, mittens actually, and I think they're like a lamb's wool, or not lamb's wool, a skin of some sort. I think it looks kind of like there's a leather underneath the hair, the fur. I'll tell you what, they're as warm and toasty as anything. You stick your hands in them and they're fine. In fact, I wore a pair of liner gloves on the inside of them. I think, was it yesterday? Or it might have been yesterday. Hands were too warm. So even for taking a phone out or something to use touchscreen and having the gloves with the special fingertips, the phone is too cold really to use them anyway because it's not very effective. So you're better to use the mittens and just have your bare hand, do the phone, put your hand back in the mittens quickly. Don't get frozen hands. So yeah. So we got the gloves, the trousers, and the Valianki. I'll show you the Valianki. Okay, here's just one, obviously. They do look really basic, and they are. Don't smell too bad when they're dry, but believe me, if you get wet,